I know.
It's getting dark outside.
You ate the salad. And all the food.
You got another wine?
We're gonna make it, girl.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Recent news has highlighted once again that our economy is suffering. CBS News last month, a little less than a month ago, reported that the United States Postal Service was on the brink of a massive restructure that may include layoffs of over 120,000 employees. Now, despite what many of you might think, the United States Postal Service is not a government-funded agency. It is an independent government organization, and therefore it's still subject to the same taxes and fees imposed by the federal government and Congress. So, when the request was made to Congress to rescind the organization from their debt of their installment debt for their health benefit fund, the question in everyone else's mind was whether the duty to maintain the daily operations of the United States Postal Service would fall on U.S. taxpayers. And if so, what could we do about it? Personally, I feel that we should privatize the United States Postal Services, and let me explain to you why I feel this, okay? A number of things have caused the United States Postal Service to be at the position they are at the moment. Obviously, first, technology has made sending letters obsolete. But this wasn't something that happened overnight. In fact, in 2009, Forbes magazine expressed a note that they estimated that only 9% of correspondence, or of mail that was being sent, was actually correspondence. The rest of it was bulk mail and credit card pre-approvals. And in 2010, yeah, and you think it's kind of funny, right? You laugh because you think about your mail. And in 2010, actually, Bloomberg supported the same information. They said that, in fact, the bulk mail and credit cards was the amount of bulk mail and credit card pre-approvals was actually going down as well. And that's because of our slow economy. The advertising budgets tightened, marketing firms are not putting out as much money on these sorts of mailings, especially since people are using email and other sorts of technology. Now, I'd like to quote that actually Forbes magazine said, UPS is lining at Congress's financial soup kitchen, and the rescue plans under consideration won't suddenly make the agency profitable. Profitable is the key word there. The company has to be profitable. And currently, the overhead cost of United States Postal Service is making them unprofitable. Compared to FedEx and UPS, the United States Postal Service's budget for salaries is almost twice the average salary of those two companies. So it is a huge majority, it's 80% of their budget is for salaries. So that is definitely causing them to become unprofitable. Now, advocates of the United States Postal Service and management wants to blame the reason for their annual net losses to be an overly ambitious requirement to pre-fund its future retiree health benefit premiums. But the problem with that is it doesn't account for the other $3 billion in net losses that it had over the last couple of years, last year and the year before. So where did this other $3 billion go? We know for a fact that the United States government, with its $1 trillion deficit, cannot make up the $5.5 billion installment fund every year that installment payment that they have to make to their payment fund. So that cost is going to go to us taxpayers. So I say that the only solution here really is to privatize the services that are offered by the United States Postal Service so that FedEx and UPS can enter the market and deliver some competition. Okay? The solution that some companies have made is that that they can use the money from the pension fund to pay for the installment program. But really, the problem with that is that it will simply postpone the inevitable, that eventually we're going to need to bail them out. So I suggest that we privatize. Other countries such as Germany and the European Union and France and Japan have all privatized their postal service with success. And from what I see, the diminishing need of service and the increasing amount of technology is simply making it no other solution. Privatization of the United States Postal Service is the only solution that we should have for avoiding additional U.S. taxpayer bailout. Thank you for your time, attention.